to the Proudly Broadcast.
And welcome, one and all, back to another edition of the Dot Comedy Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Marcus. You are joining me live in the Dot Comedy Studios, but I'm never alone in the studio with my boy, Joey LaFaro. Joe, say hello to the people. Oh man, it has been a week of weeks. Joey LaFaro, we are back in the building, baby. It's been a long week, man.
We did a podcast last week.
We did. We did a really long one last week, too.
Oh, yeah.
Go back and listen to it. For all those folks who listen to us live or listen to us on the internet anyway, go back and listen to last week's episode. It was an insightful, very thought-provoking episode. We talked about marriage. We talked about cannibalism. We talked about married cannibals. We talked about cheating. We talked about incest. We talked about duck sex. We talked about it all, baby. We talk about it all here on the Dot Comedy Podcast. Wait, well, what do you mean remember everything? You don't remember talking about duck sex?
No, I don't remember talking about duck.
Duck sex was a major part of that last week's episode. It was about we talked about a quack having sex with people.
That is not the same thing.
It's not what? It's not the same thing. What the fuck are you talking about, Joey?
I don't know. I don't remember days anymore. Where are we? Who is this?
Who is this? Get off my lawn, you silly children. Oh man. But yeah, man, it's been a long week, dude. It seems like the week's longer than normal.
Yeah.
But I have a reason for that this week, Joey.
No?
I have a fundamental reason why this week seems longer.
What was that?
Because I'm losing my job slowly but surely.
Are you quiet quitting?
I actually am now.
Okay.
Now I'm quiet quitting.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, man, because it's gonna be a fun ride for me.
Glad you finally embraced your millennialness.
Yeah, because I am so sick of my job, Joey. I found out that they want to fire me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now I just do the bare minimum when I go to work. I ain't gonna do no extra. I go in on time, I leave on time, I take my lunch, I take my hour lunch on time, I do whatever I feel like doing throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go on about my day. No, nothing more, nothing less to it. If they have a problem with what I'm doing in that instance, guess what? Kiss my ass. Then fire me then. Shit, I'll sit at home for unemployment for 6 months and then start up something new. You know what I'm going to start new, Joey?
What's that?
2022, 23. I'm going to be the DJ of the DMV.
Okay.
So coming to a nightclub near you, DJ Marcus will be spinning the hits Monday through Friday. Spinning them. Not even playing with them no more. Just spinning them. And Monday through Friday, I will be at local nightclubs in the DMV every week on the Dot Comedy Podcast. I will tell you all which nightclub I will be at. I want you there. I want you in the best dress you can be. I want you coming up to the DJ booth, talking to DJ Marcus.
Just spinning them up and putting them down, huh?
Yep, just like a top, baby.
Okay.
I'm going to spin these hoes up and drop them on you. Just like, boom. Just like they're going to come down on you just like this, Joey.
Slap you around. Make you feel sick.
But yeah, man. So it's been a long week. I've been trying to get through the week and haven't been feeling well, Joey. I don't have COVID.
Okay.
I checked on that and made sure I don't have COVID. But I haven't felt like 100% for the last week.
Yeah, I can empathize. I poorly decided since our last episode to, I was in between events because last week we had our team meeting, and then this Saturday I had a certain event.
Yes,
that I had to attend. So I was like, hey, I'm not gonna fight this uphill battle. I'm just not gonna do my diet the same way for a week, and I did not like it. I was my body was rejecting all the things that tasted good as as unhealthy as they actually were.
Really?
So I was by the end of the week, I was not.
Not yourself.
No,
You didn't seem like it. When I saw you on Sunday, you just seemed really, really out of it.
I was uncomfortable in my own body.
Yeah, Sunday you were when you came over. When you came over, I was watching the game on Sunday. You were like in full like ugh.
All right, so here's what happened. My patience got used up.
That
so-
happens. I've seen that happen to you on a number of occasions.
So my girlfriend's from a certain African nation.
Uh-huh.
And there was an event for an extended family member
I got you. Okay.
that was a baby shower.
Uh-huh.
But the couple didn't really have a wedding, so they were compensating for that by having
Overcompensating.
the most ridiculous baby shower I have ever seen.
See, the thing is, I saw the videos and pictures of the baby shower, and I was like, it's an amazing baby shower.
Mhm.
But that baby shower had nothing to do with that baby.
They had pyrotechnics around the baby.
That baby shower
They
had nothing to
made
do
it
with that
rain
baby.
on the baby, and then they had fireworks around the baby.
That had nothing to do with that baby.
There was a floor wrap involved, which
yes,
I
there
discovered.
was.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I've never seen a floor wrap before.
It's a terrible decision. It's super dangerous.
because it's slick.
Yes, it's a terrible idea. It's like, so they had a DJ, but then they were trying to play baby shower games, but there were entirely too many people there. They did not give a crap about the games.
Baby shower is supposed to be intimate events, like 25 people tops.
Right. And it usually is for like people who are going to like participate and have fun. Not, okay. Listen, Nigerian aunties hit different. I don't know about any other aunties, and I'm being very specific. I can't speak. I learned this last night because I tried to talk to so there's another comedian I'd like to have on one day, named David Balaguzi. He's a fun dude, runs a great show at Galactic Panther, but he's one of the few comics I know that has experience growing up in PG.
No, okay,
while also having an African connection.
Gotcha.
Because his family's African. So I was like, so we were both at the open mic last night, and I decided I was going to try to get see if we could like connect on a common ground on, hey, because like here's the thing: if you grew up in PG County, there is a certain mode. I think I've probably said this before. There's a certain "you got me fucked up" mode that can come out at any given time.
Oh shit, yeah.
Now
that's the PGDC in you.
Now, what a trigger for that is when someone's rude to you.
Yes.
Unmitigated.
Yes.
And in my experience, this particular group of aunties has a propensity for doing this on a regular basis. So I thought, hey, he probably knows that this pain I'm going through. I want to know how he deals with it, because I'm still an outsider.
Yes.
Nah, he left me hanging on stage. I was real mad, and it sounded real weird. It was not the best way to start my set.
Sounded like you're racist.
It did.
It sounds racist now.
And then I
it's me and you talking.
Dig my way out because I'm like, no, I don't mean black, just African. Like that doesn't sound better, right? And then even African was probably too broad because like even that was a piece of it. So I'm going to be specific. Nigerian aunties, and I've met about 50 of them at this point. So I'm willing to say that this is not unique to my experience, and I think some of what it is all right. So here's what's happened at almost every Nigerian event I've gone through or gone to. Shouldn't say gone through because they haven't all been like traumatizing.
I've gotten through.
No, like some of them have been a lot of fun. And the thing is, I'm at the point where like I honestly don't know what to expect anymore. Sometimes it's exhausting and sometimes it's fun.
Okay.
For women of a certain age, they basically have to work the event. If they're expected to work, like if we go to something and it's a family thing, I'm not going to see my girlfriend who I'm there with because she's working.
She's working.
Event.
That's not it. That's not a Nigerian thing or an African thing. That's a foreign thing.
Mm.
Foreign women
Yeah.
are expected to do stuff.
Right.
The men sit down
Yeah.
and the women bring stuff, make stuff,
Yeah.
do stuff around the room.
Now, the particular event we went to this weekend, she was the primary decorator for.
Okay.
So she has been preparing for this for months.
Yes.
She came up with all the decorations and the scheme and like there was purchases of different things. There were handmade centerpieces. It was a lot.
Did she hand make them?
Yes. She's been hand making them over the course of several months. She had to like order stuff, and then it was using something called pampas grass, a fluffy grass, but you had to put it in the sun to get it to fluff. So she had to like plan time to go get it out in the sun to get it ready. This has been going on for months, right? So,
Oh no, quick question. They pay her for this?
she gets to the typically she charges, but that was kind of her gift to the couple. It's a family thing. Now they did buy all the materials she gets to keep, so that was kind of her payment because this stuff's not cheap.
Okay.
Even the decoration materials.
Okay.
So,
because she did a fantastic job. Like shout out to her. She did an awesome job. I will give her all the
Kelly's Hot Creations. You can find her on Instagram. She finally took a page off of construction.
It's been under construction for a while.
So
what's the name again?
Kelly's Hot Creations.
Kelly's Hot.
Haute. Haute.
Hot.
Haute.
Kelly Hoot.
So anyway, but we had to be there at like 10 a.m. So the venue, we went to Grand Occasions out in Laurel.
Okay.
And it's rented for a specific period of time.
Yeah.
We were able to like set up before the event. Event was supposed to start at 1:00.
Uh-huh. We do not get there on time.
See, that's the thing. There's a difference between CPT and fuck clocks. And I feel like we crossed that threshold because like the event was supposed to end at 5.
Okay. There's CPT and there's APT.
Mm.
APT works completely different from CPT.
Exactly.
CPT is because we're tired. APT is because they don't care about your time or your destination or whatever the hell you got to do.
There's no, and it's not just like a tardiness thing.
No.
It was like literally they expect you to wait for them to get there.
Yes. Yes.
Then they expect to be waited on hand and foot.
Yes.
Then, and I'm guessing this all stems from they had to do it when they were younger, so now it's their time to just be.
Yeah.
Then, like, you have to be very careful with how you address them. Like, you're not allowed to get introduced to them at not their own house. Yeah.
What does that mean?
You can, like, if you are at a function and you've never like been introduced to somebody before, you can't just go introduce yourself. That's considered rude. You have to make a separate appointment to go to their house to break bread to formally be introduced.
That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid.
And then they'll be mad if you try to do that. So that happened. That was a different time.
You must be salty, okay?
Yeah. So at this point, like but we need to be there's a hard out because they have another event coming in after us, and we got to get out of there.
Yeah.
So we start, like, well,
start breaking down.
We're trying to break down, but they're in the way because they're not, they just got there. So we're trying to break down. So we pull the truck up, we start breaking things down, we start loading the truck, and we're working our butts off trying to do that. All of a sudden, one of them decides she wants to go home. Our truck is now in the way of her van because she parked next to the venue instead of like
in the parking lot.
Yeah, like she picked the one spot between the U-Haul and the thing. So now she's like trying to figure out how to get out. And instead of like waiting for us to move things, she gets in the van and tries to edge her way out around the U-Haul.
I don't know about you, but I am going home.
And yeah, like to the point where she was about to run over some of these handmade centerpieces I mentioned.
Oh.
And again, normally wouldn't have an issue except that I know how much work she put in.
Yes.
I know that this is only happening because you decided now you want to get up and get out the way.
Mhm.
And now you leaving is your priority over everybody else's everything.
Yes.
You can wait 5 minutes while we get the truck closed up and move the truck. And I was very close to cursing her the fuck out.
They wouldn't have been invited into the
kept,
family.
I kept pointing over to family members like, y'all, go get her now because it's about to go down. We're about to cross the point of no return because I got no patience left.
You know you're not the relative yet, Joey.
I am to certain members.
Mhm.
Like I'm family to certain people.
Yeah. But not to her.
Not to her. I didn't know who she was, but I'm like, look, someone need to go get that auntie to chill the F out before I curse her out.
Hey, I mean, I
this wasn't even, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You got my girl fucked up, and she's just being nice. I ain't going to play that way. So this is like, he got me fucked up plus protective Joey. And like, we've been at this since 10 a.m.
Yeah. And that's what it boils down to. It's no consideration for what the hell other people did or do.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of going, okay, I want what I want right now. So either you give me what I want or you get out of the way.
We tried to get you to leave when the event ended, and you decided you want to stay, and then you want to leave when you want to leave. Like you're the only person in the fucking universe.
Yeah.
Don't work that way.
I get you, man. I understand completely, Joey. I've been there. I've been through it, man. I haven't been through that particular bit of it. I mean, I've been yelled at by aunties for not saying hi. Mm-hmm. Or not giving them a hug when I first saw them. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know you. I ain't just going to grab you and go, hey, come over here. What I look like?
That's the one blessing of the whole, you got to be introduced to some other house. Yeah. I don't have to say hi to all these people. there's only a few of them that will give me shit if I don't.
Whenever they look at me, they think I'm a relative already.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm around a big group of Africans.
Yeah.
They already think I'm a relative. So they go, oh, hey, nephew, come over here and give me a hug. I don't know you. Mm-hmm. I ain't really a nephew. Your great-great-great-grandpappy sold my great-great-great-great-great-grandpappy over here. I'm only 1/14th Nigerian.
I'm just like, at some point, like, you like just don't be a dick. Like that's always been the rule.
It's not a rule over there. Because it's how we're accustomed to things being. So like we
goes back to don't start, none won't beat.
Yeah, we have a respect the elders ideal here in America.
I'm even on that.
No. You gotta think of it this way.
Yeah.
We have that here. Mm-hmm. So you generally respect the elders. You're elderly. You say hello, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. You do that type of thing. You need help with that. Things like that. Over there, they go like here. Like we're about here.
Yeah.
They go above and over because
elders until elders give us a reason not
to respect them anymore. They go, well, we'll just sweep they're just being elderly.
Yeah.
So we let it pass. No, she's being ornery, not elderly. This is a difference. We need to make this vocabulary worse for you. She's not being elderly. She's being ornery. That should have been today's title.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of just how your culture is.
So by the time I saw you on Sunday, I had been through that, and then they decided to have the Giants play in London. So I had to get up early to go to the bar that was closed.
10 a.m.
So they were like, yeah. So it was like you go to the bar and they still only have the bar stuff, and they didn't even have the kitchen open. But they were cool about it because it's in Cleveland Park. Nanny O'Brien's is a Giants bar. They have branded themselves as a place for Giants fans to go.
Okay, they're a Cowboys bar.
There probably is somewhere around here. I'm sure
there's a bar for Cowboys somewhere. Isn't that bar in Southern Maryland?
Y'all, they don't need to have a bar because there's always a Cowboy fan somewhere.
Isn't that place in Southern Maryland, that Cowboy bar you went to?
I didn't go to any place in Southern Maryland. We drove through Southern Maryland.
You drove past that Cowboy bar in Southern Maryland.
We passed a biker bar named ape hangers
Yes.
that I was concerned about.
Yes, the ape hangers. I forgot the name of it. It's
The ape hangers is a cowboy bar.
gotta be a cowboy.
Got to be a commander's bar because those guys.
No,
like,
that's a Redskins bar.
yeah. Let's
They gonna take away our heritage. What heritage?
They bought all the memorabilia when
Shit,
they
yeah.
changed it to commanders. Like,
Shit,
nah,
yeah.
we're keeping it. We're buying it all forever.
They're gonna be the Virginia Commanders in like 2 years, right?
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah, no, DC's not bidding on them. Maryland saying get out.
Why would they? Yeah, I mean, who else? Why would anyone want them?
True.
They're the only NFC East team that's 1-3.
I mean, shit.
Some of the I saw on Twitter, one of their fans still had the nerve to try and troll Giants fans.
Uh-huh.
They said, "Oh, well, our receiver still got 2 touchdown passes, and the Giants' top 2 still don't have any." And I was like,
What are you? This grasping straws right now, my friend.
"Who cares? We win games.
Yeah.
You should be more embarrassed. Like, you should not bring that up. Like, that makes you look. So y'all are actually have receivers and still are struggling.
There you go.
Like, still won a game.
Oh, the Commanders.
Oh,
you know what's funny? I'm in a group chat with my dad's side of the family,
Mm-hmm.
and like week 1, they were talking mad cash money trash. My uncle goes to games. My dad's a Commanders fan. My brother's a Commanders fan. All this money is trash. All that first week.
Mm-hmm.
That chat been silent ever since.
Yeah, there's always the fans that only want to do something or only want to say shit during the first 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. And then because I was like, okay, cool, they won, and then it comes back and they're like, I was like, yeah, y'all gonna be commanding last place. That's the only thing I wrote in that in the group chat, and they were like, right along with the Cowboys. I was like, we'll see, and I just put the big eyes. And I'm like, no one's saying anything now. It's only prayers going through the chat.
It's pretty bad.
the chat went from family like pictures of vacations and shit, and like outings to prayers.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ron Rivera is the next coach to go, because like Carolina's he's the first coach that got fired this year.
Really?
Carolina's coach. They kind of everyone was like, he's probably gonna get fired after the season, and then they got to like week 4, the quarterback got hurt, and they lost again. I think they're 1-something, and they're just like, all right, enough of this.
You know, I'm gonna fire my coach in Madden.
Okay,
because he lost the Super Bowl.
Aren't you the coach in Madden?
No.
I think no matter who the coach is, you're still the coach.
I'm firing him.
Okay.
Well, if I tried to fire him last year, and like there were no good prospects.
You can fire your coordinators.
Yeah, true. I might just fire the. Is that your keys?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure I'm kind of feeling trying to bust in here and fuck up the whole thing with his coming back from the mountain shit.
Yeah.
That'd be a pain in the ass.
Hopefully
But
he doesn't bring in a lot of white people.
He will. You know him. But yeah, so I was thinking about it. I was like, I should fire my coach and start over again. And start a rebuilding year. I'm gonna get an all new team, start over again, fire Dak, fire Zeke.
All because you lost a Super Bowl?
Yes. I
lost
lost
this to you. I can't believe it. It sucked.
Well, I was pissed because they kept auto subbing. I don't know I don't know if I turned it on or fucked it up somehow, but they auto subbed like my third string running back in.
Did you hold down turbo too much? It sounds like your team was tired.
Maybe because I was running Zeke hard.
So you gotta run the clock between plays if you're gonna do that. You gotta add in long, get to the line of scrimmage, kind of look around, maybe motion a guy for no reason, throw them off.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till that clock gets under 5-10 seconds.
Well, I do that at the end of the game.
No, you gotta do it early in the game.
Okay, to rest them.
Yeah, that's literally what the Giants did to the Packers.
Okay,
that's why the Packers, like Aaron Rodgers got interviewed on the Pat McAfee show. And Pat McAfee's like, "Oh, how did Wink Martindale make your life hard?" And he was like, Well, it wasn't really that hard. I mean, we had a couple drives. We just only had 2 possessions in the second half. It's like, okay, so you're going to throw your defense under the bus. Like, it wasn't my fault.
It wasn't me. Shit.
I'm still Aaron Rodgers, but my defense couldn't get off the field.
Aaron Rodgers was a free agent this year on Madden. I'm in my 4th year of Madden.
What year is that?
4 years from 22.
Do you want a 40-something? So you're going to replace Dak with Aaron Rodgers?
No. I'm gonna keep Dak. I've decided I'm gonna keep Dak. I'm playing 2 different franchises. I'm playing the franchise mode, the like regular team one, and I'm playing the all-star franchise mode. So I like created a player, and he's on the Jets.
The Jets.
Yeah, he's on the Jets.
Oh, I
was like, why would they put him on the Jets? I didn't say that was his team. He wanted to go to.
I mean, they don't get the pick. It's a draft.
I know. He was drafted number 2 overall, though.
Oh, well, that's why you're on the Jets.
That is true. Yeah. Well, no, if you never played that one.
What? I don't like that game mode. I find it annoying.
Okay, because it's basically like going from college to pros. Like you start at the Nike training facility,
yeah,
and then like they let you play the Rose Bowl or whatever bowl game you were in,
yeah,
that year before, and then like if you do good in that bowl game, then you get higher ranking in the draft.
Yeah.
So it's like playing real life. You can get back some of that glory.
Nothing about Madden is like real life. They
It's all
put
real
in
life.
fake challenges. They have the option to know exactly what happened on a play.
Uh-huh.
And instead of just carrying forward, they stop you from playing the game so they can show you a referee go, I don't know. And then that dumb fuck doesn't do anything. And then you hold down skip and they say it's not overturned. And then so you did all that for whose benefit?
To make it realistic, Joey.
That's not realistic. In real life, they actually have uncertainty.
There's uncertainty in Madden.
No, it's fake.
It's fake uncertainty.
They literally program a lie into the game. They literally program, this might not go this way. You might not have got a touchdown. Let's review.
I mean, that's the funny part about it. It is true because the commentators are like, well, let's see if it goes the way they think it's gonna go. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's Madden. This is a computer game. They do have an NFL VR game I just saw.
VR. I just don't like that wastes my time. Like I don't like I have very limited. I have a full life with a job, a side hustle, and a girlfriend. I don't know what you fucking gamers do all day. Well, who has the fucking time of day to just sit there and be lied to by a video game and go, this is realistic? Like, who the fuck? What is your life? Change it. That's not a good way to live. You're paying for someone to lie to you virtually.
Virtually lie to you.
Like, pretend to lie to you. Not even like a white lie to pretend they care about you. No, it's a lie just to waste your time. Madden is a Nigerian auntie.
Oh, I got it. What time is it? Oh, 29:29. Oh my God, you're so stupid. You are stupid as hell. Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, I enjoy playing Madden. I love it. I'm gonna get it on. I'm gonna get this year Madden. Are you getting this year's?
I have this year's. I picked it up a few weeks because I got a free trial and I got a thing started, and then I started playing it. It's still trash. I'm not sure why I bought it.
You gonna play me in it?
Huh?
I'm gonna get it. You gonna play me?
Sure.
All right.
Everybody who wants to play me 101 regrets it, but I don't even play. I like to play against a computer.
You get skunked and you don't even know it. You don't
I
even
think
know.
what keep saying, but it hasn't happened yet.
We will play it on PlayStation then.
I don't have a PlayStation.
Well, you gonna play it in my room.
Okay.
Let's come to my bedroom, Joey. Play with my PlayStation.
Come to my window.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, man. It's been a weird week, man. It's been an interesting week. Long goddamn week. Here's hoping I don't get fired when I go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, let's hope for that.
Let's hope for the best. Because again, I mean, I do need my job, but I don't like my
don't
job.
Don't you kind of want to get fired?
Yeah, in a way.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't want to get fired. Like, 'cause I don't want to say I got fired.
Right.
That's the only reason no one ever wants to get fired. They don't want to have to tell people I got fired from my job.
Hmm.
But if you leave, you go fuck that job. If it makes you feel better.
It just is annoying because you're gonna have to explain that shit on a resume. Like if you don't actually have to.
No, you don't have to explain it. I won't.
Like what? So what happened with this company? Fuck that company, and then you move on. It's amazing the power you can have with just confidence that's unwarranted. I mean, you can't.
We ain't gotta talk about them. We're talking about us. It's like going out of a bad relationship and getting to a new one. You go, don't talk about them old bitches. They got nothing to do with me and you. Oh man, when we get out of here, we're gonna take a break, Joey.
Okay.
I think is it me?
Hey, loose booty.
Loose booty. Hey, it's the jam right here, man. I used to freak on girls with this song. Freak me, baby. Oh man, we're gonna get out of here, Joe. We're gonna take a quick break, man. Tell them about what we're talking about today, man.
So speaking of the NFL, Devontae Adams had an altercation with a fan because he was frustrated with the fact that he let himself get traded. And then Ryan Reynolds and TJ Miller have had an ugly breakup. They don't like each other anymore, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. And then you remember how they made the whole Roe v. Wade thing because fetuses are people?
Yes.
The SCOTUS was like, wait, that's not what we meant. Because they were like, hey, so if it's a fetus, it should be they should have like rights and shit, right? And they were like, oh nah, that's not what we meant.
That first insurance policy on that fetus was coming around the corner, and they were like, no, that's not what we meant.
Wait, no, go back.
We don't want women to choose, but we don't want women to win either. All right, we'll be back in a minute. More fun, more thrills on me. That Comedy Podcast. And this segment of That Comedy Podcast is brought to you by Comedy Shows Near Me. That's right, Comedy Shows Near Me every Thursday at McGinty's Public House in downtown Silver Spring. You can hear some of the best comedians in the DMV spit some of the funniest shit you ever going to hear in your ears. That's right, Comedy Shows Near Me every week at McGinty's Public House. Doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8. Come on through. And also on November 19th, 2022, Comedy Shows Near Me presents Headliners Only. Yeah, get your nipples ready to be hard and fast because it's going to be fun and funny all night long. We got some of the best comedians in the DMV coming up there. Stacey Carver, Apple Brown Betty, who's that? Tommy Zimbazo, yep. Anthony Oates, yep. Justo, and the amazing and talented Miss Ashley Mayo will be in the building. Headliners Only. November 19th, McGinty's Public House. It's $25. A $25 ticket, Joey, to a bomb-ass comedy show is a fucking steal.
Normally, to see 6 headliners, you would have had to pay $10 6 times. That's $60.
Yes.
And you're getting this for only $25. It's an insane value.
It's an insane deal, and you're not spending $100.
And you don't have to do it on a Thursday.
And it's not a Thursday. It's a Saturday night. And it's at what time? It's at 7:30. Doors open at 7:30.
7:30.
Show starts at 8, and it's gonna start on time.
I mean, I'm getting mad just thinking about it. This is too good a deal. I should raise the price.
You know what? I'm gonna raise the price. I'm gonna talk to Comedy Shows Near Me. They sponsor the That Comedy Podcast. That's right, folks. In case you didn't know, we were rebranding in 2023. This will be Comedy Shows Near Me presents the Dot Comedy Podcast. It will be the biggest merger and acquisition since Roe versus Wade. That's a merger and acquisition, isn't it? I would think.
Speaking of SCOTUS, speaking of
SCOTUS always sounds like something
Scrotus.
somebody shit on your chest.
it sounds like genitalia.
Yes.
Speaking of old white
Wrinkled
genitalia,
things.
The Supreme Court has rebuffed fetal personhood appeal. Justice declined to decide whether fetuses are entitled to constitutional rights in the light of the court's June ruling overturning Roe v. Wade. This is from Reuters. The Supreme Court declined Tuesday to decide whether fetuses are entitled to constitutional rights in light of its June ruling overturning the 1973 Roe versus Wade decision, which had legalized abortion nationwide, steering clear for now another front in America's culture wars. The justices turned away an appeal by a Catholic group and two women of a lower court's ruling, holding that fetuses lack the proper legal standing to challenge a 2019 state law codifying the right to abortion in line with the Roe precedent. The two women who were pregnant when the case was first filed sued on behalf of their fetuses and later gave birth. Conservative Justice Samuel Alito wrote in June's ruling overturning the abortion rights precedent that the court took no position in the decision on if and when prenatal life is entitled to any rights enjoyed after birth.
So they
punted.
They 1 foot in, 1 foot out with this baby shit.
Yeah, because they realized that it would start costing people money.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you billions.
Some Republicans at the state level pursue what are called fetal personhood laws, like one enacted in Georgia, affecting fetuses starting around 6 weeks of pregnancy, that would grant fetuses before birth a variety of legal rights and protections like those of any person. Under such laws, termination of a pregnancy will be considered murder.
Okay. Hey, I get it. But guess what you could do though, Joey?
Yeah.
So say I get a life insurance policy on a baby, on a fetus. Okay. And then there's a miscarriage.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a $700,000 life insurance policy on that fetus.
Mm-hmm.
I just got $700,000.
There you go.
This is going to be a win-and-win situation for these women.
This is going to be a weird rabbit hole to go down.
But you know who ain't talking?
The lawyers for the two women in the case argued that the case presents the opportunity for this court to meet that inevitable question head on by deciding whether fetuses have due process and equal protection rights conferred by the Constitution's Fourth Amendment. So, if they don't have due process rights, then you could arrest a fetus and throw it in jail for no reason.
This is how we're going to start arresting women. Your baby is too loud. It's making a disturbance.
Excessive kicking. The Rhode Island Supreme
Your baby's
Court,
violent in public.
The Rhode Island Supreme Court relied on the now reverse Roe precedent, finding that the 14th Amendment did not extend rights to fetuses. The Roe ruling had recognized that the right to personal privacy under the U.S. Constitution protected a woman's ability to terminate her pregnancy.
It's too much legal jargon, Joey.
It's getting down the rabbit hole, but long story short, the Supreme Court sucks. What a bunch of bitches.
Basically.
Have some fucking balls.
Well, they do. They have too many balls. That's why they want to bother with women's reproductive rights.
All in Clarence Thomas's mouth.
Yes. Like I said, you know who ain't talking right now?
I'm sorry. It's so unnecessary.
Just a lot of hatred for Clarence Thomas.
You just caught a stray for no reason. Samuel Alito is the only one named in the article. Why are the balls in his mouth?
Because saying Clarence Thomas has balls in his mouth feels better.
It is funnier.
It's
funnier that way.
Oh my goodness. What else going on in the world, man?
I don't know if you heard, but they're gonna make Deadpool 3
in
the MCU. However,
he's in the MCU?
Yeah, this is gonna be the first one in the MCU. And Hugh Jackman's gonna be in it.
So they're adding Wolverine to the MCU.
But you know who won't be in it is TJ Miller.
Well, he's persona non grata these days since him and his wife raped that chick.
I don't know anything about that. Mostly because I just ignored it. But he's also like been kind of an ass. So he said that basically, so he was on recently. He was on the Corolla Show podcast.
Uh-huh.
And during the interview, Miller said he has no plans to work with Ryan Reynolds again, following what he described as an awkward onset moment between them. When host Adam Carolla asked Miller if he's close to Reynolds, who stars as the titular superhero in the movies, the guest replied, "I got along with him a lot better on the first Deadpool because he wasn't a huge movie star." Miller explained that he loves Reynolds as a comedian, but felt that Reynolds had changed after the phenomenal success of the first film. Would I work with him again? No, but I would not work with him again.
What?
No.
Would I work with him? No, but
sorry.
I would not work with him.
I read that wrong. I would not work with him again.
Okay.
But I've said that about Michael Bay, and now we're friends, and I would work with him again. But I think Michael Bay is different. Miller went on to say that about Reynolds, "It's weird that he hates me." Before describing a tense moment during the filming that he claims involved the star riffing as the acerbic Deadpool, we had a really weird moment on a Deadpool where he said, let's do one more take. And then as a character, he was horrifically mean to me as if I'm Weasel. So he was like, "You know what's great about you, Weasel? You're not the star, but you do just enough exposition so that it's funny. And then we can leave and get back to the real movie."
That's funny.
Miller referred to the purported incident as not a great experience for me and recalled himself and other members of the film's team being unsure how to respond.
That's hilarious.
Here's the thing. If you actually pay attention to Deadpool as a character, that's him breaking the fourth wall, which he does all the time.
Yeah.
As he comments on the movie as if he's not in the movie.
Yeah.
And that's exactly like, it's funny.
It's funny.
It's not funny.
Thank you.
You. Like, your character exists for that reason. It's not like, why are you taking that as a personal attack?
It's like it just felt like he was looking me in the face because he's acting. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, like he's in character. He's doing it. You're just mad because he thought of it, and it's like, yeah, but it was a good riff. Like,
you're just mad because his improv skills are better than you thought. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you're gonna see Deadpool 3?
Of course.
Okay.
I am Team Ryan Reynolds.
You are?
Always.
You know what that makes you? Watch. Yeah. You're a watcher, Joey.
I don't know what that means. But sure.
Living,
I'm down for any project he's down for, including he's now making a documentary about John Candy.
Okay.
With Colin Hanks. The Hanks we like.
Oh, good. No Chet.
Hanks.
No Chet.
Yeah, fuck Chet.
Chet's a dick.
This is why, Candace. This is why we fucking hate Chet. See, one of them is a fuck boy, and the other one makes John Candy documentaries with Ryan Reynolds.
One of them is a tard. The other one is Chet Hanks.
All
right, so I got a question for you, Joey.
What, you don't like John Candy?
I do like John Candy.
What do you have against John Candy, Marcus?
I like King Ralph.
Yeah.
That wasn't him.
That was him.
That was him? I thought that was
No, that might be John Goodman.
John Goodman, yeah.
Yeah.
What did John Candy do?
Home
Alone?
And automobiles.
Home Alone. There was a fat guy in Home Alone, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
He's been in like a million movies.
Yeah.
He had a lot of cameo stuff.
Yeah, he did a lot
Uncle
of cameos.
Buck.
Yeah, Uncle Buck. That's who he was. Okay,
Planes,
okay.
Trains and Automobiles, Spaceballs, Cool Runnings.
That's right. He was the white guy in Cool Runnings.
Yep. The Great Outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a great actor. Like, he died, didn't he?
Yes.
But he died like overeating. Seems like he was fat most of his life. I mean, I'm just saying.
What is wrong with you?
I'm just saying he died. I mean, what the fuck you want me to do?
He had a heart attack in his sleep when he was 43.
Yeah, because he ate all his life. I don't want you to yell at me about this shit, Joey. Yell at him. Yell at his doctor. Yell at his family. They didn't get on him fast enough. Because, hey, man, it happens. But show I'm watching right now, man.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. You got to watch shit, Joey.
Mhm.
Have you caught up on Rick and Morty yet?
Yes.
Did you watch last night's episode?
That shit was brilliant.
It was fucking great. Hey.
Fucking dinosaurs. So fucking stupid.
Fucking dinosaurs.
I just love this. I love the fact that they were like, they evolved, but this other thing de-evolved. Because like they're like, oh, we found this rock, and then like you like did realize that no, the meteors that are killing the dinosaurs are just hateful rocks. They don't even do anything. All they do is fly through space screaming.
That shit killed me the whole fucking time. I was dying, dude.
Imagine being this all advanced, super advanced species, and you get taken out by a rock that just goes.
Oh,
Hilarious.
it was like, wait a minute. So when they went to the one planet, they were like the head stompers.
Yeah.
I was like, but it's what they make fun of now here.
Yeah.
We're like, we don't know what dinosaurs really look like, so we just put these bones together the way we think they're supposed to go. So every civilization is gonna have these things looking different than us.
I love how they had the oil sultan was like awkward because he's like, there has to be some evidence that dinosaurs were here. And the oil baron got like nerfed.
It's like, huh? It's like, why does he look so suspicious? Oh, the president. I mean, goddamn.
Oh,
Oh,
David's great.
he is great. I forgot his name. Damn it.
Yeah, Keith David.
Keith David.
David's great.
Keith David is fucking amazing. Like Keith David can talk to me.
He can say anything.
He can say anything. It'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Because he does the voice work in fucking
I feel like he doesn't get an opportunity to act enough because
he
everyone
does.
just likes how but I mean like actually act because
so you've never seen Greenleaf.
he does well it's because he does so much by volume. He does so much more voice acting
Yeah.
and so much more like announcing type shit. Like they use his voice that way.
Mhm.
But there's not that many times like so that's why like I thoroughly enjoy when he gets to be in a comedic role.
Yeah.
And he can just like because like the gravitas he can put to any ridiculous thing he wants is like one of the funniest roles I think I remember ever seeing him in was in you ever see Future Man?
No.
That show is hilarious.
Okay.
You need to check that show out. It's on Hulu.
Okay.
If you've never seen Future Man, they took the guy from Hunger Games that was like turning himself into rocks with makeup.
Yeah.
He's the lead.
Okay.
And he basically plays a guy who beats his video game. And the video game was a secret recruitment tool. He's a useless piece of shit, but he beats his video game. And it was a recruiting tool for these like people in the future that are trying to get a savior from the past. So he beats the game. And then he starts like beating off to one of the characters of the game. And then they travel back in time and catch him in the middle of it. So they're like, hey, you're going to save us.
As he's busting.
Yeah. So, but Keith David plays this doctor who is the reason that everything's fucked up.
Okay.
And they don't really know what he made. So it's like a Terminator parody. So he would have been like the guy who invented the Terminators or whatever.
Oh, he
Terminator
invented Skynet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy, that's basically Keith David's role. But it was all because he was trying to cure his herpes with like, I don't know, it was like rat cum or something. It was so fucking weird, but it was hilarious.
All right, I gotta watch it. I'll watch. I'll pick that up and give that a try. But yeah, he's damn, I still forgot the name of it. What's the Grand Theft Auto parody game?
Saints Row.
Saints Row.
Yeah.
He's a recurring character in that. He's
Okay.
actually Keith David.
Just plays himself.
He plays himself,
That's great.
and it's so fucking funny because he'll like curse people out. But he had a TV show for years.
Mm.
So he had his own like actual television show.
Yeah.
Greenleaf. He was probably a minister for years.
Okay.
But he's probably one of the best voice actors ever. And he has a very distinct voice.
Yeah.
So you're always gonna recognize him.
Yeah.
All right, what else is going on, Joe?
So you know that the Maryland gubernatorial race is coming up, right?
The gubernatorial race.
Yeah. So
Who's our gubernator?
we had Wes Moore ended up winning the primary for the Democrats.
Okay.
And then this guy Dan Cox won for the Republicans. So
Wes is more.
Yeah. Sure.
That should have been his slogan. He would win hands down. Maryland's stupid.
I think that would be ableist, is what they would have said. Even though you're right, they should have just gotten Bugs Bunny or Porky Pig to be the mascot.
But Wes is more.
Wes is more, fuck. But Maryland Republican gubernatorial candidate Dan Cox backed out of a local event billed as Unite the Right. After a news outlet pointed out it shares the same name as a deadly 2017 Charlottesville event.
It didn't share it. That's who was there. Yeah. Everybody from Charlottesville
same difference.
Was at a goddamn
the event
rally.
Organized by Kim Klacik, a WBAL radio talk show host and former candidate for Congress, was to feature Cox and his running mate, Gordana Schifanelli. Several other. Oh, she's black.
Oh, she must have married an Italian. She must be.
No, the radio show host
who
was organizing it.
She's a Candace Owens.
Apparently, I didn't know we had our very own Candace Owens in Maryland.
Jesus Christ, no one wants that.
Several other Republican candidates, including Eurypsy Morgan and Nicole Ambrose, who are running for Congress, were listed online as attendees. However, both Morgan and Ambrose said they never received an invitation, nor would they attend such an event. Hell no, never, Morgan said. Far-right groups held an event called Unite the Right in August 2017. The event featured several prominent white nationalists. At one point, participants marched with tiki torches chanting, "Jews will not replace us." A counter-protester, Heather Heyer, was killed after a man drove his car through a crowd of demonstrators. And they decided, hey, we should bring that shit back.
You know what? Run that bitch back. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. That sounds like the whites. It sounds just like the whites, Joey.
After the Baltimore Banner published a story about the event, Cox's campaign said he was unaware of the name of the event, which is said to be held at restaurant in Arnold. Country musician James McCoy Taylor. And on the flyer it just says James Taylor, but that guy doesn't look like James Taylor.
From the James Taylor band?
Like James Taylor with that white guy who sang all them folk songs back in the day. He doesn't seem like a Unite the Right type of guy. Now, James McCoy Taylor, yes.
Well, yeah, all terrorists have three names.
He was once a contestant of The Bachelor.
Of course.
What a useless piece of shit. Upon discovery, Delegate Dan Cox and the Dan Cox for Governor campaign have immediately disassociated themselves from any further involvement. Dan Cox, Gordana Schifanelli, and the entire campaign denounced any association with this event. We will not be associated with anything that is reminiscent, accidental, or otherwise of the unspeakable tragedy that took place in Charlottesville, Virginia on August 12th, 2017.
Hold on a second. I found it, Joey.
Oh.
Found their and she's a thick black girl too.
We're gonna stand up, keep it real, let you know what's up. I voted for a man named Donald J. Trump. Cause when the plan for Bill Clinton out here would break ribbon, keep my windows tinted, pull it.
What?
Turn back to God. Turn back to God. Says he's sorry that he's white. He's a fake Mexican.
What is that? What is that?
I got the sticker on the tour bus says we
Wait a minute. Go back. Who's a fake Mexican? So what is that?
He's sorry that he's white. He's a fake Mexican.
Yeah, go ahead. Unite around that.
A real Bendejo. Oh my God. Yeah, Kimberly Clink? Claychick?
Claychick?
Claychick? Is that Claychick?
I think it's Claychick. Asked whether she was aware of the Charlottesville connection, Klachik said, I just think it's quite silly that anybody would try to link the name to Charlottesville and white supremacy. As a black woman who ran in a predominantly black city, that's the last thing I'm thinking about because I'm
Look
black.
at her face. Pull her face up and show our fans.
Oh, I saw her face. It's on the news.
Her face looks stupid. She looks like a white woman. She looks like how I thought Rachel Dolezal would look. just a weird black woman with a weird tan, but a white face. Her face just looks weird. Oh, she's ugly. Inside and out, she's ugly.
That's
ugly. Ugly fucking human.
That's not
Big titties, but ugly human.
that's a bit of a stretch.
She got big titties.
I meant the ugly.
Well, she's cute in some pictures. She's got an angle. Like you can't get her straight on. You can't get her straight on. You got to get her like up here. Like if you're looking at her like this one, see the slight angle of her head? It looks good. When you get her straight on, her brow looks like a fucking.
It looks like she has some work done.
Yeah, between this picture and the last one, she's had some work
a
done.
little Botoxy.
Yeah. Her
Anyway.
teeth have definitely been shortened.
We don't need to go down that rabbit hole.
I'm not gonna keep defaming a black woman on public access radio here.
We'll move on to a black man. Kanye West just dropped a 30-minute video appearing to feature a heated conversation where he shows porn to Adidas executives and accuses them of stealing his ideas.
Kanye's ridiculous. We didn't talk about the White Lives Matter thing, did we?
No.
Okay, so Kanye wore the White Lives Matter jacket, him and Candace Owens. And the reason they wore the jacket was because they were putting an end to Black Lives Matter. And I'm like, wait a minute. How, Sway? Because they're like, it's all fraud. So Candace Owens put a documentary together where she's like, Black Lives Matter got $8 billion in support as an organization. And they haven't done anything with it to help build these communities that they said they were going to help. So does every other organization. I mean, let's stop acting like we didn't expect some shit like this to happen. Did you think this was going to go the right way, Joey?
It annoys me that I can't disagree wholeheartedly with everything about what they're about.
Yeah.
Okay, on the surface, the optics I don't agree with. Wearing that jacket doesn't do anything.
It's just this.
It is.
It's just this to everybody.
It is, and that was never the point.
And for everybody at home, that was a middle finger.
And again, the movement isn't about the organization.
No,
it never has been. And the idea that you can keep pointing at the organization as a way to undermine the movement is stupid.
Yeah. Why are you undermining the movement of Black Lives Mattering? Champion it. Because there's the thing, because you know what they like to jump on?
Too busy showing porn to Adidas.
You know what they're too busy jumping on?
Yeah.
They jump on, well, if Black Lives Matter, they don't matter to black people. And I go, well, make it matter to black people then.
I mean, why does it matter? Again, why is that the issue? I don't understand.
Because they're like, oh yeah, if black people are killing black people, then why are you mad at the cops for killing them?
That doesn't make any sense.
Thank you.
That's not their job. So here's the thing: people kill people. It has nothing to do, regardless of race. That happens. The policeman's job is to catch the person who does that, not be the person that does that. First of all, dumb fuck. Second of all, dumb fuck. There's a thing called due process that every American should be entitled to. And if any American is denied that, then we all should be outraged because it means it can happen to anyone. So you should fucking notice that too. Dumb fuck. Anybody else who wants to disagree with that, shut the fuck up. You're wrong. Period. There's no disagreeing with that because you're wrong. Because that's what the fuck we signed up for when we lived in this country, when we made this country. That's what the founding fathers you like to quote. Those white guys wrote that. So you're dumb.
They didn't write it for everybody.
That doesn't matter. That's what's on the paper. So fuck that. Too bad. If you wanted to exclude somebody, you should have left them off the list. but you didn't. You didn't write a fine print.
You didn't do the
Go
fine
find
print.
the fine print, and maybe we'll have a discussion. But there's no fine print that says that.
True. But
So until then,
the justice system itself is flawed because it was the police departments are remnants of slave catchers.
that's not in question.
So
but it doesn't.
their issue, the issue I have with them has always been the same. It's never been, oh, they're out there, they're over policing black communities. They're going to do that anyway because we've been demonized as violent and everything else. But at the end of the day, we've never done anything violent to anyone else. All the violence that blacks have done in history has been to themselves. You never seen you've seen uprisings of people who fucked with us, and then we go up. But you never heard of blacks invading Europe. The Moors taught Europeans how to read. They were still in the mountains and playing with sticks. So it's a weird thing where I understand where they're coming from with it. Yes, the organization is corrupt. All organizations are corrupt. When you get down to it, every organization that is in America is corrupt. Comedy shows near me, the most corrupt organization in the DMV. It is run by a scammer who shall remain nameless. I will not tell people what his name is, but he is a scammer. He has duped me numerous times, but I will get my revenge in this life or the next.
What's anything happening right now? So
I have to get it back to comedy.
A new self-made documentary from Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, appears to have given an inside look at heated talks between the rapper and Adidas executives about their Yeezy partnership.
Yes.
Which is under review. A 30-minute video called Last Week, released Monday, appears to show a conversation between Ye and Adidas employees, during which he shows them a pornographic video and accuses the company of stealing his ideas. In part of the video, Ye is seen sitting with four men whose faces are blurred, and he shows them a video on his phone. One of the men asks, "Is this a porn movie?" When Ye says, "It is," the man responds, "Jesus Christ."
Is this a porno? Why, yes. Yes.
Is this the video? Yeah, this is it. So it's on YouTube. You can
YouTube
pull this up. Yeah.
Are you gonna play it or?
I'm trying to find. Well, I don't know. It's 30 minutes long.
Oh no, we can watch.
Yeah, I was trying to find the part where he shows the Adidas rep the video of.
Is this you, Mr. West? Why you?
They're all sitting on stools in like a room with a concrete floor, and this is shot through like a circle filter hole.
The fuck?
This looks like someone's about to get assassinated by ISIS. He tied his shoe, drawing pictures. Wait. He walks out of the room, and the camera follows him, and he's on his phone.
Show him the porno.
I know.
That's what he's on the phone to do.
Just get the porno. All right, I'm over this.
Yeah, get it. It's done with. Fuck Kanye. That's how I feel about Kanye.
Just
Fuck
ridiculous
Kanye.
Nonsense.
Kanye's an attention whore, and I'm tired of giving him my attention. You know who else is an attention whore, Joey?
the guy that threw a can of beer at a comic?
Yes. That is the biggest whore on earth. What happened there?
Ariel Elias has been doing comedy for 11 years. But
Do you walk with Elias?
no. The comedian's gig at the Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey on October 8th started like any other. So she never anticipated becoming the subject of a viral video. And the latest example of the comedy stage becoming a scene of an unsettling incident. Elias has spent the majority of her 20-minute set talking about female body image before launching into a pre-planned question and answer portion of her set. A joke she ends on appears on some merchandise she sells after the show. That's when a woman in the audience, seated at a large table of people attending a raucous birthday party, yelled to her on stage, "Did you vote for Trump?" "I wasn't talking about politics," she tells CNN. "I think I was honestly talking about my period. It just felt like she was looking for a fight. I really don't think I really don't think I did anything like to elicit that." Jeez.
It's the like
was
the like fucks you up.
Placed in a weird place. The woman was kicked out. Then the man seated next to her hurled a beer can at her fast at Elias's head. In the aforementioned video of the moment, many in the audience react with shock.
Oh,
Elias says she didn't see the beer fly by her head, but she heard it loudly thump behind her. "I just heard it against the wall, and then I felt the back of my legs were wet, and I was trying to figure out what happened." She
came
says.
on herself.
Yes. "And then I looked down, and I saw the beer can and put it together, and people were furious that had happened, which was nice. So I'm glad a mob mentality didn't overtake against me." In the moment she picked the can up, found it was still heavy with beer. I remember thinking, don't let the adrenaline win. Take a sip. Be brave. When I thought that there was still beer in there, I thought, you know what? I never need to drink more in my life. And this is the kind of only way to get out of this because I still have 5 minutes left of my set. She knows that she had the option to step away from the stage and that nobody would have been mad at me, but she thought, what about her stickers? What? "I sell merch after the show. My best-selling sticker is based on my closing joke."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I have to do the joke if I want people to come buy stickers afterwards.
Okay.
So she finished. Later, Elias says it was much scarier once I got home. She had to watch the video to realize how hard and fast the beer had been thrown. To be honest, I'm not the best at processing my emotions, so I think probably just in 6 days I'll cry while watching Man vs. Food.
Shit, heavier woman.
Yes. Her friends and family have been supportive. Her parents told her they were proud, and her fellow comics keep checking in on her. Last night I did a couple of spots in the city, and everybody asked, are you okay? Which I think is very much the question that I need to be asked, because the answer is I don't know yet.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I'm
a dick, but I'm not a mean dick. I
am. She keeps using the word when she doesn't need to.
She's way too many likes.
And I would get frustrated and throw a beer can at that too.
Come on, guys. It was my period. No. Send that hoe out of here really fast. Now, today.
It's just it all started with, did you vote for Trump? What did that have to do anyway?
Oh my goodness. What else is going on, Joe? We hit one or two more.
Okay. So Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
Football. The Raiders played
Raiders. Played the who?
The Chiefs. And the Raiders had recently this offseason acquired a very prominent NFL receiver named Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Not sure if you're familiar with his work.
I am.
He's been Aaron Rodgers' favorite target for the last few years. Right?
Yes.
Well, the Raiders made a big deal of trade for him, and he's not too happy with his
of course not,
the way things are going in Las Vegas right now.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day, as he was leaving the game after the loss, he shoved a camera guy, and now the camera guy is pressing charges.
Of course. Of course he is.
Of
course,
ESPN,
there's no other way around that. Of course
Adam Schefter reported Adams is facing discipline from the NFL. McDaniel said he did not what may or may not come from the league. The coach did say he supports Devontae wholeheartedly as a human being, as a person. He's a great guy. I know that was an unfortunate situation. We obviously don't want any of our guys to be doing anything like that. He knows that. He's very well aware of that. But I know the person. I don't think there was any intent behind it on his part.
Oh, he intended to push that nigga. There was intent behind it.
I mean, he just get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
I'm mad right now because I hate my job. I get it. I've been there. I
been
hated
there.
my job before too.
Today was the day. If anybody got in my face, they was pushing them.
Yeah, imagine there was a dude in your face. What if was there a TikToker in your way when you were trying to get the fuck out that store?
Or what if that one guy that wants hamburger every Tuesday and I never have the one he wants came in today? Oh,
Why
man.
is this a character that you're still?
You don't understand my life, my friend.
The victim is a photographer at the Chiefs-Raiders game. At the end of the game, he was pushed to the ground, causing injury. He made arrangements for private transport to the hospital for treatment, at which time he called police. The injuries are preliminarily thought to be non-life-threatening. The incident will be investigated by our assault unit detectives. Upon completion, they will coordinate with applicable city or state prosecutor to determine any applicable charges.
There's an assault unit?
I guess so.
Is there a battery unit? Because I know they go hand in hand sometimes. You got to get assault and battery. But yeah, okay, Joey. Devontae is not happy.
Devontae said, I want to apologize to the guy. There was some guy running off the field, and he ran, jumped in front of me coming off the field, and I bumped into him, kind of pushed him, and he ended up on the ground. Adam said at the time. So I wanted to say I'm sorry to him for that because it was just frustration mixed with literally just running in front of me. I shouldn't have responded that way, but that's how I initially responded. So I want to apologize to him for that.
Sorry, nigga. My bad. That's that conversation. My bad, man. I mean, I was running off the field. You shouldn't run in front of a freight train when it's running down the track.
That other guy who was doing the gender reveal the other week got tackled by linebackers. So
there's a guy doing a gender reveal?
I don't know. He's running around with a pink smoke bomb or something.
It's a girl.
Yeah.
It's a girl. Whack.
And then Bobby Wagner lit him up.
Oh my goodness, man! People are crazy, man. The world of professional athletes is weird. You saw what Draymond Green did to his teammate in practice?
No,
punched the shit out of him. He punched him. He punched him fast in the face twice. It was one of those hits where it's oh shit, he hit him twice. Because they were talking shit back and forth, and then Draymond got in his face. And dude pushed off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And Draymond just hit him with the whack whack. It was the best shit in the world. I swear to God, I watched it 5 times. I was like, did he hit him? Oh, man. But these athletes, leave these athletes alone, man. Let them motherfuckers be.
Man.
You want me to go yell at Saquon Barkley?
No, please don't.
I'm going to go yell in his ear. You suck. You suck, Saquon.
He's already angry.
Your name is Saquon. You suck. That means your parents gave up.
He's leading the league in rushing this year.
Don't talk about Zeke like that.
Speaking of big babies.
The baby?
So did you know that trans women can now buy a butt baby to simulate childbirth?
What they doing with that? Shit. That's shit. Butt babies are shit.
Baby, a prosthetic baby that can be inserted deep into the loving embrace of the rectum, where
that's shit.
Can experience and celebrate the miracle of childbirth. It comes in white, brown, and Bushman of the Kalahari.
It better come in brown because that's what it's going to be covered in. Shit.
This is ridiculous.
And then that white one's going to be brown when it comes out. Oh, that's disgusting, Joey. Why'd you bring that up? You like trannies? I don't like trannies.
I just don't. Is this what we're doing now?
Yeah. Yeah, this is what we're doing. This is the life we have, Joey. I'm telling you, at some point in 20, I want to say 20, 2012.
This is from Vlad TV. This can't be real news.
In 2012, Joey, we had a big windstorm, right?
Mhm.
And I was awake and I was watching the History Channel, watching Universe, right? And it was doing a whole thing on multiverses, right?
Mhm.
You know what I believe happened? We flipped the multiverse. Because crazy shit's been happening ever since 2012. They had that black guy we remember as being president who may not have been the president.
Mhm.
Then we had Nelson Mandela died. You know that, did you?
No.
Well, he died a while ago, but he died. And then you had Trump presidency.
Never mind. It's the Hodge twins that
Fuck them. Fuck both of them. Fuck those
Yeah.
big bastards. I hate either one of them. Which one is it? The stupid one or the stupider one? Stupid bitches. I hate both of them. Fuck both. God damn it.
That explains why they.
It's called the butt, baby.
Yeah.
You gotta get that thing in your butt. That's what these liberals want to do, is get the thing in the butt.
I think they made it up.
They did, because they wanted something in their butts.
They would, yeah.
You see them? They like to fuck each other.
Where they have these pictures from this website. There's a butt baby original and a butt baby big brother.
I'm sick of you know what? We're gonna get out of here for the week.
Sounds like some shit they made up.
I'm frustrated now, Joseph. Those two frustrate me and irritate me. It
Yeah,
make me
very
not want to deal with people. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get out of here, Joey.
Oh,
It's been a good week, man.
we'll leave on that note.
Where can people find it? We're gonna find it in comedy this week, Joe.
Do I have a show? Oh, tomorrow I am doing a fundraiser show.
Okay.
I don't know where it is yet.
Is it clean?
I don't know that. I know I'm supposed to do 7 minutes. but
Okay.
I haven't gotten.
You do 7 black minutes?
No, those are
Oh.
really black.
You can't. You only gotta be black to do those.
I would assume.
You can be like Armenian. Aren't you Armenian?
That's not. No, I'm not Armenian.
You look Armenian.
Middle Eastern,
Okay.
quarter Middle Eastern.
Sam niggas.
Yeah, Armenians are like, fake Middle Eastern. They're from the Eastern Bloc. Dirty Russians.
They're Russian. They're Russian Middle Easterns.
Yeah,
They're just brown
they're
Russians.
just corrupt Middle Eastern.
I don't know why that strikes a chord with me, that Armenians are just brown Russians.
Not Russian.
Oh man, but don't you find your comedy shows?
Ass bitches.
Comedy shows near me?
Comedy shows near.me on Instagram and on the web.
That's right. Site's up, man. Comedy shows near me
I
doing
hope-
this damn thing.
Yeah, and there's jokes to be had. Thursday night we have Ryan Nazer headlining a fun lineup with Will Thomas and Carlos Williams will be there, friend of the podcast.
Oh, cool. I ain't seen Los in a while.
Yeah, we got a couple other fun faces. Jesse Rivas will be hosting. Jay
Okay.
Rivas will be hosting. And James Kerrigan's back. So that's gonna be a fun. I think we have Caitlin McDevitt also on the show.
Okay. Sounds like a good show, man.
It is.
DJ Marcus will be there.
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm also I will also be at the Laugh Emporium in Shreveport, Louisiana
Oh.
this Saturday.
Wow.
I was picked as a finalist for a DJ scratch off,
Oh.
and I will be closing the show that night.
Hmm.
So get your ballots in early. I will be going on at about 10:47. That's what their estimation was 10:47. 10:47. They didn't tell me AM or PM either, so I don't even know. I'm gonna get there early though.
What function was 2 minutes long? Like what part of that is causing that 2 minute buffer? I don't know.
Hey, it's how this shit works sometimes, Joey. DJs go over light. DJs run the light worse than comedy. Oh man, we're gonna get out of here, man. It's been fun. It's been real this week, Joey. It's been a great week, man. And we will see you folks next week with more fun and more thrills on the Comedy Pies.
Podcast.
So what do I have to say? Maybe I should do what I have